Alright guys, it's been a while. I wanted to catch the missus while she was cooking one of my favorite dishes. Actually, everything she makes is awesome. Um, Hopefully you can hear me through the exhaust fan. But what are you working on now?
Well, so far I want to do 3 dishes for tonight.
Uh-huh.
And I already did the stir-fry spring mix greens.
Mm-hmm.
And then here, I had 3 ears of corn that I have left over, so I did the stir-fry corn, except one of the corn wasn't good enough to eat. So to make it up for it, I put a can of black-eyed peas in it.
Oh, okay, wow.
So now I'm going to make Mapo Tofu.
And what is Mapo Tofu?
Mapo Tofu, it's really just hot spicy tofu
Uh-huh.
in a spicy gravy.
Okay.
And I have...
And it's really good over rice. All
Yes.
these are really good over rice anyway.
So what happened is that since we haven't had it in a long time, I asked you that what you want, a firm or silky, and you say you want a firm tofu.
Yeah.
But after I opened it, I realized that I have not used firm tofu for ages.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna have to suffer it.
Okay.
Because I
Usually we
personally...
use the silkies.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyhow, I don't like to... When it comes to make Mapo Tofu, I don't want to make it just enough. I like to make extra.
Right.
So instead of... these usually come in 1 pound, but now they're down to 14 ounce, and that's okay. These are the organic tofu.
Uh-huh.
We don't eat them, maybe once a couple years.
Yeah, I was going to say once in a while because it's basically a soy product.
Yeah, really try not to eat them.
Yeah.
But sometimes we have craving for it, so we'll Mapo Tofu, not the tofu itself. But anyhow, so I'm going to brown some ground pork. That's ground pork is what's going to provide the flavor for the base. So here we go. And what we do is that once we brown the meat, and then we'll probably take the meat out for the time being, so that it doesn't get overcooked. And then after the meat is taken out, then I'll put the tofu in there with the chopped garlic and green onion, and to make it to get it to brown up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll put this is the hot bean paste from Taiwan.
Okay.
And if you buy hot bean paste, make sure it's from Taiwan.
Yeah, you don't want to get anything from China, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, that right now their food is still not very trustworthy. And I'm not saying the 100% Taiwan product is 100% trustworthy either, but unfortunately, you have to pick one to trust. And I picked Taiwan. They tend to be better. Because, people can complain when things are not good. In China, you can't complain.
Yeah.
Nobody cares there. But anyhow, as you can see, I'm not trying to, I didn't wait till the pan is real hot to put the ground pork in there. And the reason being is that if you get it real hot, then they'll clump up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So while you have the pan on the, pan is trying to heat up, and then you just continue to stir it so that it'll break up better. And you can pretty much see that there's a slight pink to it still, but that's good enough for the time being because this will be reintroduced back into the mix later on.
Actually didn't take long either.
Well, Chinese food never take long to cook. It always takes forever to prep.
Oh yeah.
But tonight I kind of did the lazy way, the greens are like, those spring mix vegetables for salad. Then I just stir fry it quickly with garlic. now I'll put the garlic in there. Extra garlic. And white part of the green onion. And some of the green part.
Just happen to fall down.
Yeah. Just as long as you save some for garnishing when you're done. And then now you put the get them a little bit more brown. So now I could smell the garlic and the green onion. And I'll put the tofu in there. Lots of liquid forms. Try not to get the liquid in there because otherwise you'll have a hard time getting this to get any brownness. But in reality though, you know, brownness is not really mandatory.
Necessary.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
Personal preference.
Yeah. Some people like it extra brown before they put anything else in it. I cut it into small cubes. Since these are if it's a silken one, I would have cut it a lot bigger piece than that because, you know, to keep them from breaking. But since we used the firm one, this time I cut it a little bit smaller so that it has the chance to soak up the flavor. Oh, let me go wash my hand. Watch the pot for me.
We're watching.
Okay. You know, I never had Mapo Tofu until I came to the United States.
Really? Not even that, the stinky tofu?
Well, I eat stinky tofu, but I never could afford the Mapo Tofu because we couldn't afford the meat. Okay. Well, tofu is producing a little bit too much liquid, so it's not going to get brown or anywhere close to it. So in this case, we'll put a couple teaspoons of this hot bean paste. That don't look like not enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Ooh, but you can smell the spiciness though. Let me see. That might be a little bit too hot. So instead of put more hot bean paste in there, I put the just regular soybean paste here.
Okay.
It'll give them more mellow taste and the spiciness.
So these bean paste, you get those at a Chinese store?
Grocery store, yes.
Grocery store.
Yes.
Can't really find these like in a Kroger or anything like that, right?
You probably could, but they charge you arm and leg, you know. I mean, it is not cheap at the Chinese, Oriental grocery store anymore either. But they come in bigger size and about the similar price, maybe a little bit cheaper. So in the long run, it's cheaper to buy it from the Oriental grocery store. Okay, and now we could cover it and let it simmer like that for a little bit. Then we're gonna fill it with the chicken broth to let it continue to cook.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add the meat back in. And then we're gonna thicken it, and then that's it.
All right.
But we'll show you the next step after we simmer for a little bit.
We'll be back.
So I got the meat. I just put the meat right back in
Uh-huh.
there. And put
You
it
didn't
back.
add any other liquid in there, did you?
No, just the chicken broth.
Okay. Oh, did you? So you did add chicken broth.
Yeah.
Okay. So you added chicken broth in the meat back.
Yeah, and let it boil for a few minutes.
Right.
And then of course now you let it come to boil again,
Mhm.
which it should be real quick because the meat is basically already more than halfway cooked. And you don't want to let it boil too long because you don't want to overcook the meat. But I want to taste this broth to see, make sure it's that it's salty enough.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just between the bean paste, there's plenty of salt in there. And I did season the ground pork before I put it in because otherwise ground pork won't taste good either. But since I have this much broth left, I'll just go ahead and add it all in.
Okay.
And then I
That
have,
was chicken broth, you said.
Mhm.
Okay.
and then I have a couple tablespoons of cornstarch in here that is also dissolved in chicken broth.
Mhm.
So let it come to boil again, and then I'll put it in and thicken it, and it'll be done. Well, you know what? I'll go and put these in. Okay. Mix it up again. Slowly, slowly. Oops, I might have a little bit too much broth and not enough cornstarch. Oh no, it's kind of thickened up pretty good, huh?
Seems like it. Yeah, I think so.
I think that's pretty
Yeah.
good, huh? So there you go. That's Mapo Tofu.
Awesome.
Go with the rice very well.
Yep.
All right.
Well,
I'm gonna close this up.
thank you.
Oh, and I
And, oh.
sorry.
Uh-oh.
Just a little bit of sesame oil on top
Okay.
to enhance the fragrance and turn the burner off.
Yeah, it
There
did
you
thicken
go.
up pretty good there, didn't it?
Mhm.
All right, guys. You guys want to try this? Let us know what you think. Talk to you later.